We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Block working out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
A loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
The 1st down carry for Davis. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Saunders. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The ball carrier.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Falcons 10. Broncos nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Locke. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the carry, it's Davis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 29. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end Fan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, Vic Fangio going to send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second and 6. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Check, lucky,
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Broncos 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this carries into the end zone, and we will not see a return. To start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Cross.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Saunders flushed out right. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Lock. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. First down Broncos as Lock finds Judy. From the gun, Saunders, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll try to run forward with Davis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal.
It's 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Saunders. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Eluding the pressure right. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. And to give this time to the tailback. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
1-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons push further out in front. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with the fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run with Davis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
To number 80.
7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Saunders. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Operating from the gun, Saunders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Saunders. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
third down throw incomplete as well.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
23 yards, the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Saunders finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Saunders. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Off play action. Saunders escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
3 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Today's final score, Falcons 31,